Hey everybody, welcome to JLB Sports TV. I am Justin Block and I'm back to talk a little bit Liverpool Football Club right now. This past week, Fabio Borini, basically our only striker, besides Luis Suarez, was injured while away on international duty with Italy. He suffered a fracture in his foot, and at the time of this video, it's really unknown as to how long he'll be out, but one can guess he'll be out for a sustained period of time. It's a broken foot, so probably a couple of months now. Now, that is an incredibly huge blow to Liverpool. As we all know, Liverpool really only had two strikers since they loaned out Andy Carroll and failed to get another striker, and they're already so short at depth at striker, and this leaves Brendan Rodgers with really only one legitimate first-team option, Luis Suarez. And even then, we know that Suarez hasn't been the best finisher. So Borini is supposed to be, the finisher and the poacher in the team. He really hasn't showed that yet, but that was the title that was given to him. That's what we believed he should be, and Liverpool don't have that anymore. So with this, I see two options for Brendan Rodgers right now, because Luis Suarez cannot play every game at striker. With 4 competitions that Liverpool are engaged in, there will be squad rotation, and Brendan Rodgers will have to make some choices as to who he puts up front, because Luis Suarez cannot play game in and game out. So option number 1 to me is you just call upon the youth players. Seven Yessel has now scored, I believe, 31 goals in 32 appearances for Germany. Very promising youth prospect right there. You have Adam Morgan, obviously. Maybe even you start Danny Pacheco up front. So right there you have three youth players that Brendan Rodgers can possibly bring up for a start for Liverpool. But if you just want to look at the first team picture, I think that Liverpool might have to consider going to a false 9 with Steven Gerrard. Now, I know earlier in the week fans were discussing about how Gerrard would fit in as a false 9. It's time to really revisit that discussion right now, because it is a real possibility that Brendan Rodgers would have to think about. Obviously, Totti with Roma is the original false 9. Great player right there for Roma, legendary Italian player. Earlier this summer, we saw Cesc Fabregas play a false 9 role for Spain in the European Championships. And to me, I don't think Spain, although they went on to win, they didn't play their best football. I really didn't think Cesc Fabregas did that well overall in the false 9. Yes, he put some goals away, but I think overall, looking big picture at how he performed and how Spain performed in that championship, it was really a mixed bag for me. And we all know that Steven Gerrard is not exactly Cesc Fabregas. But the argument for Steven Gerrard at the false 9 role is that he's a great creator. He's one of Liverpool's leading chance creators this season. He knows where the back of the net is. And, he's somebody that has played up front in a forward role before. He was basically the second striker to Fernando Torres, playing in the hole during Rafa Benitez's 4-2-3-1 all those years ago. So this is a guy that does have experience leading the line, or helping to lead the line, playing up front, sort of playing other players in on goal like the central striker should be doing in Brendan Rodgers' system, as well as finding the back of the net. But there are also people who think that Steven Gerrard is over the hill. He doesn't really have the pace anymore to be an effective false 9. He doesn't have the tactical discipline to be an effective false 9 and really stay within his role. So based on his age and fitness, you can definitely see that Steven Gerrard might not fit into that false 9 role. But in terms of finding the back of the net, the ability to finish, the ability to create chances for others, Steven Gerrard is almost second to none on Liverpool. So tell me what you think that Liverpool should do. Should Luis Suarez not be able to play a game in the future? Should Liverpool call on Seven Yessel or Adam Morgan or Danny Pacheco and stick them up front, furthering with Brendan Rodgers' youth policy of bringing players who really deserve it into the side, into the first team? Or should we try Steven Gerrard up front as a false 9? I want your thoughts. So give me your argument, your debate, what you think down below. That's all for today with JLB Sports TV. I am Justin Block. Have a great week, guys. I believe we have Reading next week. Should be a great match. So for me today, I thought Liverpool lost this game. This result is not good enough. Liverpool have yet to win at Anfield. They have 6 points from 7 games. Not good enough right now. Obviously, I'm keeping the faith, being optimistic. But these are the kinds of games that Liverpool have to win.